This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Whoa!
We're recording.
Oh my God, we're recording. We started a new thing where there's a countdown. And so we just sit silently during the countdown and then it starts and we're like, whoa.
Betsy, I fully just zoned out. Look, this is my spooky thing for the week. I actually left my physical body just then. And
During the countdown, I absolutely was just sitting like watching the numbers be like, shut up, be quiet, and scream now.
We
okay.
truly are such slaves to technology. Now we're letting it tell us what to do.
Yeah, this is bad, dude. This is
really bad. This is really bad. I'm gonna have to go outside and like hug a tree or something later.
Me too.
Yeah. How
That'll
are you?
Be nice. Pretty good, Marcy. Pretty good. I started reading a fun book
Oh, what?
called Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. It's a new Grady Hendrix book, which I feel I've talked about Grady Hendrix on the pod before.
Yes.
It's his newest book, and it's pretty fun, and it's about witch stuff.
That's fun. What's the tone of? Is it spooky or
Spook? Yeah. The whole like vibe is like spooky, but also like funny and a little campy, and where you're just like you root for the characters so hard. Like the characters are so fun. And it's just he's very like his writing is very kind of cinematic. Like you can see it. It's like every single thing should be made into a movie or a TV show that he writes. One of those things where it's like, this would be an excellent TV show. This would be an excellent movie.
Witchcraft for Wayward
Girls.
Oh,
a really fun cover.
Yeah.
He's written a bunch of really fun stuff. But I'm reading it and it's a little spooky and it's really fun.
A little spooky.
If any of our listeners are looking for a good read, I recommend anything by Grady Hendrix.
We love a good rec.
Yeah.
I only listen to books, so.
Hey, it'll be a fun one to listen to. You want me to call you and read it to you before bed?
Yes. But what time are you going to bed?
Well, what time are you going to bed?
I mean, I'm trying to get in bed before 11.
That's usually around when I go-ish on the weekdays.
I don't control when I wake up. Buster controls when I wake up, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's my little alarm clock, just squeaming at me. He said, meow, 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 meow. You know, it's really
meow
rude
mix,
of
meow
me.
Mix. Please deliver.
It's really rude. I don't actually wake up until Honey tells me to, though.
She's the mom. No, she's the kid.
She's
the baby.
When she starts talking, I'm like, oh, I gotta go feed my little chubbums. My little chubbums. Well, let's just get into it post haste. Am I right?
Yeah, let's do it. You got homework to do.
I got homework to do, guys. So this first email I have is coincidences and grandparent dreams.
Ooh, okay.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. First things first. Love you and the podcast. You're so funny. Duh. That makes it easier to listen to all the scary stories.
Marcy added the duh.
I did.
I swear. Marcy added the duh. Marcy added the duh.
I swear.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Duh. Who am I? Billie Eilish?
Did she say duh a lot?
Well, in that one song, I'm the bad guy. Duh. Do, 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 do. You've never heard that song?
No, I think I have. I've never clocked the duh. I'll listen. Duh.
Yeah. She's a clever, well, now she's a grown-up, but she was a clever teen.
Yeah. Wow.
Clever teen. Anyway.
So
young. I've been listening to the pod for a while now and thought about writing, but the thing that pushed me to actually do it was what happened the other day. I'm dog sitting at a friend's house and the toilet blew up. I swear it wasn't my doing after listening to too many scary stories.
What?
So I was cleaning the whole mess and listening to an old episode. The story was about a haunted Airbnb, and Betty, I'm positive this person means Betsy, but they said Betty.
Probably.
And Betty said something like, the scariest thing that could happen would be to clog the toilet at somebody else's house. What a coincidence, right?
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Coincidences tickle me, right? And you gals have so many of them on the pod that I thought I should finally write to you and tell you about this coinky dink and my paranormal experiences.
Yes.
I haven't had that many, mainly dreams and just 2 actual times I saw something paranormal. I'll start with the dreams.
Yeah.
And I don't know what this emoji is, but it's the one where it's like kind of peacefully looking down with its eyes closed.
Okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Cute. Cute.
1, my grandpa on my dad's side died when I was 5 or 6 years old. The week he died, I dreamed I was on the street on my way to buy something when I bumped into my grandpa. He gave me a ring with a red stone on it and said I should take very good care of it. I looked at the ring, and when I looked up, he was gone. I told my mom about the dream, and she was surprised and told me that my grandpa had been a jeweler. My parents split up before I was born, so hey, I had just met my grandparents' dad's side when I was like 5 years old, so I don't know much about them. I mean, how much can you know at that age, though? Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's such a visit.
Yeah. How do you get it in real life? Where do you get that ring?
Where's that ring, man?
2, my grandpa on my mom's side passed away when I was around 6 or 7 years old. I dreamed he was in a kitchen on like a second floor. The house didn't have walls nor stairs, so it was open and had a ramp to go up there. Me and many other people were looking up at him, just sitting there. Then a lady with her hair in a bun went up to my grandma and told her my grandpa was calling for her. So my grandma hurried up, and right when she was about to step on the ramp, I woke up. I told my grandma, I described the lady to her, and she said that my grandpa's first wife, who had passed away, she said that was my grandpa's first wife who passed away.
Oh.
Funnily, his first wife was my grandma's cousin. So when I was older, I got to see pictures of her for her death anniversary mass, and she was the person in my dream.
That's nuts. That's a visit. That's nuts.
It's so weird too when you're like, I don't know this person.
Yeah. I don't know this person. I didn't even know maybe that he had a first wife. Like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Especially because like, aren't our dreams supposed to be like all people we know already or we've seen?
Oh, I don't know.
I heard that once. I don't know if that's true. Let me tell you something, guys. People just be saying things, you know. I know
Not
this because I'm just saying things. So like, I know other people are just saying things too.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of other people are just saying things, and a lot of people are believing these people just saying things.
I got into the biggest argument in college with a professor who was talking about like color theory and light color theory because it was a theater class with lighting design. And she was talking about how this color and this, like that your eyes, like what you're seeing is the idea that like this shirt that I'm wearing is every color but blue. And so that's what's being reflected back. And that's what your eyes are perceiving. And I said, I didn't believe that. And she was like, well, it's in the book and they can explain it. I was like, anybody could write a book.
Marcy.
That really frustrated her.
I'm sure it did.
But also, that's true. That
anybody can write a book.
And
we just hope that they're correct.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Like that guy, that economist who wrote a book and just invented a fake person who was like he invented a fake like expert on the economy, but it was just him and saying he was quoting another guy.
Right.
Wait, let me see.
He blew up, right? And then got called out. Right. Or am I thinking of a different dude?
Economist. It's like something that came out. Ron Vera. His name is Ron Vera, but he's not real at all. Who is Ron Vera? The fake expert behind all these tariffs. So it's not a real person. This is just like a guy wrote a book and was quoting Ron Vera, but he actually was just.
But it was just his thoughts.
Yes. He just made up a guy to sound more. Yeah, to sound like an expert. Let's see.
I remember hearing about this, but
Ron Vera. Is it? Oh, it's some guy whose last name is Navarro, but I can't look. Peter Navarro. So it's a book written by Peter Navarro who made up an expert. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But my point is, I'm just saying stuff, and other people are just saying stuff too. And isn't that upsetting?
We're all just saying stuff.
Okay. 3, maybe a week or so after my best friend's grandpa had passed away, I dreamed that I was having lunch at her house with her family, and her grandpa was there as well. He was upset because his family had moved some plants from their pots to the soil, and he said it wasn't time yet. I told my friend about this dream, and she said that yes, they had moved the plants to soil, but that, oh well, it was already done. Shrug emoji.
Whoa. This is wild.
Yeah, this person, you're
communicating.
Yeah. You're tapped into the grandparent side. I don't know about the entire other side, but the grandparent side for sure. You're getting the
grandparent side for sure.
All right. 4. After my grandma on my mom's side passed away, I dreamed with her. I had a dream with her once. I dream with her once in a while. Sorry. Most of the dreams are just us spending time together and me being so happy to be able to be with her and hug her. However, 2 dreams stand out to me. In one of them, my mom was also in the dream, and she said she had cancer. And maybe a year after that dream, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She's all healed now. Heart, prayer hands.
Oh, good.
The other dream, I entered a creepy house and saw my grandma, but it wasn't her. I screamed, "You're not her, you're a demon," and woke up. After that dream, I didn't dream with my grandma for a while. What do you think about these dreams? They could all be coincidences, but maybe not. Sorry, this got too long. I'll write it again with some other experiences. Don't shit your pants. I've never seen this emoji where it's like, this. No, it's like, I know that in Korea, that's how they make a heart sign.
Oh, cool.
I think that's what it is. It could be a snap, actually, but I think it's meant to be a heart. Love from Peru, Monica.
Wow. Monica, I think you're tapped into the grandparent side.
Yeah.
The bits of knowledge you gain from these, I'll say it, visits.
Yes.
Make it not a dream and make it not a coinky-dink.
Yeah. Like, especially to know about your friends' like grandparents' plants.
That's the thing of like the plants.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if it was like, oh, and I had a dream because I know they were going through this loss. I had a dream with them. That's it, but then to have these specific things that are then like, yep, he was a jeweler. Yep, we did move the plants. Like, that's wild.
Truly.
Truly,
truly.
Grandma.
I don't know what that was about, and then Grandma not coming back for a while. I think something was like, Monica is open to experiences with...
Let's try to sneak in.
Yes.
Gross. I just grossed myself out. But yes, gross.
We're shaking our fingers at each other.
We're wagging our fingers at each other.
No.
Hardcore.
No.
Gross.
Not
gross.
for me. Not
No
for
way.
here. Not
You
for
stay
me.
away. Get out of here.
I don't
you
know.
fucking come near me.
No.
No.
I should take this opportunity right now to ask our listeners to please send us more emails and voice memos.
Yes, please.
Yeah. And again, it's been years since the great Gmail spam debacle. So
we think it's over.
So maybe you just haven't heard yours yet, but please send in new ones. We're here for and we're being a little laxed on how long they are. So
hey, yeah, so go nuts. Write a novel.
Read a novel. Speak a novel. I don't care.
Speak a novel.
Send it in to us. Ask some friends.
Yes, everybody has something spooky that's happened to them. Everybody has.
Everybody.
Everybody. Okay, I got one, and the title freaks me out.
Uh-oh.
In quotes, it is, Mommy, why do I die when I'm 5?
I got a pit in my stomach.
Dude, are you ready? This is so gross. Isn't that the grossest title? Okay. Hi, guys. I recently emailed some spooky stories, demons in my bed, and it got me thinking about other spooky things, including creepy things my kids have said to me. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. When my son was 3, he's 9 now, we were driving to preschool and passed a cemetery. He says quietly, Mommy, why do I die when I'm 5? My heart started pounding because one of my worst fears would be losing my child.
Of course.
I remained calm and said, it's okay, buddy. You won't die when you're 5. People get to be grandmas and grandpas before they die. He looks at me and says, no, Mom. I turn 5 and then nothing.
Oh my God.
I drove in stunned silence for a little bit before my son began happily chatting about other things. Years later, the week leading up to his 5th birthday had me in anxiety attacks. Everything was fine as he's 9 now. He doesn't remember any of this, but it made me wonder if he died in a past life at age 5. Let's talk about it.
I hate this.
That's freaky deaky, dude.
Also, there's also a thing. So sorry. People have been talking about timelines so much.
Oh, yeah.
And that there could be a timeline where that happened, and thank God we're not in that time.
We're not in that timeline.
Our friend Oscar Montoya has a story where he was told, or was it a recurring dream, or that he was going to die at like 28 or 29.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and so he was always like looking to that like date or that year.
Yes.
And then he got past it. So it was like, okay, I guess that's not going to happen.
All right, I guess not. Timelines, dude.
But also could have been a past life too.
Yeah. It feels like so like, once again, just so specific to come from a kid of like, why 5? Why not? Like, what?
Why?
Driving past a cemetery where it's like, was his past life buried in that cemetery, dude?
Oh, or just a reminder of like,
a reminder of like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ew. Wild.
Very upsetting either way.
I don't like that one bit.
Too upsetting.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Don't worry. There's more nasty.
Oh, God.
At age of 3, he also talked about a boy ghost in our house. It was an old house built in 1875. 1875. That's old. One day he said, Mom, there's a little boy ghost in my bedroom curtains.
Oh, my God.
He's 3 years old. Remember that. I played along and asked him if it was a nice ghost. He said, yes, his name is Kip. Mommy, go let him out of the curtain so he can play.
Oh, my God.
I did not open those curtains, LOL. We don't live there anymore, but I think about that now and then. Kip? in the curtains to play.
I absolutely.
No way. 3 years old.
And naming
naming
a child Kip.
That's like too funny of an old-timey name to be like, no kid is making that up.
Yeah, especially because her child is 9 years old now, so that was like 6 years ago. Kip?
Yeah, I was like, we're not hearing the name Kip too much.
No.
Okay, last one. Recently, my other child, who's 4, said to me, I love you, Mommy, but not that mean grandma over there.
Holy shit.
I asked, what mean grandma? He goes, over there by the window. You can't see her, but she's mean.
Get out of my house.
Why is she mean? He said, she calls me a loud boy and says this is her house. Oh no. I said we should tell that grandma that this is our house now. We've lived here 2 years and that we are nice people. So out loud, I said it to the old lady or anyone else who might be there. I kind of laughed because my kids are extremely loud, especially my 4-year-old.
That's funny.
Maybe the poor mean grandma was just tired of him screaming around the house. Me too, crying, laughing emoji.
It's funny. At first, I was like, get her out of your house. And then I was like, well, maybe your kids should calm down a little bit.
Yeah, maybe calm them down. Kids are wild. Hope you enjoyed the stories, Tonja.
Oh my gosh, these were nasty. Wow. These are the least favorite of Betsy, or the favorite maybe, but the reality of it is too scary.
Too
but
nasty.
We love these kind of stories.
We love this stuff because they're so nasty and like, ew, like, but not the mean grandma over there. I'm sorry, what?
No.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
No.
I could never be a mom because I would start shaking my kid and be like,
yeah, Betsy, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. That's a thing. It's a syndrome. Did you know that?
I've heard.
Apparently, though, guys, here's a little word on the street. Here's the tea.
Remember, anybody can say anything.
Anyone can say anything. And that, and because anyone can say anything, a lot of cases that were where experts claimed it was shaken baby syndrome may not have actually been shaken baby syndrome.
Oh, it kind of got, you know, what's the word I'm looking, unraveled into, or like more of a generalized term for stuff.
And that, that like children were having like, other issues or other injuries. And they were like, well, the parent just shook them. And it's like, well, a lot of things could have
Let's
caused
slow down.
this.
Yeah.
So Betsy, you gotta quit it is what I'm saying.
Don't worry. I will never be around a child to shake.
I was going to say the good thing about it is the easy solution. Don't hang out with them.
Don't hang out with kids, man. If a kid was like that mean old I would be like, what are you fucking talking about? Tell me everything.
Oh, yeah.
Shaking them.
Yes. Tell me more.
Shoving them towards the mean grandma.
Pushing a child towards danger is very bad and also very funny.
It's so funny. Mono will do that to me in haunted houses. He'll shove me towards the danger and then run. And I'm like, Mono.
I'm positive that if I were actually scared, I might do that as well.
Dang, dude. Okay.
Well, look. You either push or you get pushed, There's your two options in life.
I'll throw you into the arms of a killer clown in a heartbeat.
No, yeah, we're going together. I got a death grip on you. Oh God, yeah, those kids, Sonia. So sorry you have such scary little children.
So sorry.
Very, very scary little children you got there. Quite unfortunate that you got some of the creepier ones.
Yeah, bummer, dude.
Bummer, dude. Bummer about them kids, dude.
Hey, bummer about those kids seeing so many ghosts and stuff. Oh, man.
That's funny. Bummer.
Bummer, dude.
Damn, dude. Oh my God. All right. I'm going to play a listener story for you, Betsy. Okie dokie.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. Okay, so I was just listening to your episode with all the listener stories from December 24th, and I was listening to a listener talk about, I was listening to Marcy read a listener talking about her sleep paralysis. So it reminded me of my most profound sleep paralysis that I just recently experienced. So I think I've had it before, but it typically is like in my waking up phase of sleep where like there's an alarm going off or I can hear a TV on in the house or something like that. So it like infiltrates my dream and then I wake up. I don't know if that counts, but that's sort of what it felt like this time. So this round of sleep paralysis, I was taking a nap in the middle of the day, and I'm normally not a good napper, but I was pretty exhausted. I was training for a marathon, I was going to school, and I was working, so I was exhausted. And so I had lied down in my room to go to sleep. It was broad daylight, and nobody else was in my apartment, and I was on my back, sleeping, and instead of waking up in real life, I wake up and I can hear someone running around my apartment. So, like, the bedroom that I had a door in from the living room and then a door that went into the hallway that was like, I don't know, like across the room. So I had both doors open because, like I said, it was daytime and I wasn't freaked out. And so I wake up, but I don't wake up. And I'm lying in bed and I can see my room just as it is, broad daylight. I can see every part of it. And I can hear someone running through the apartment, running around, not ever coming into my room, but running basically all the way around end to end, screaming and shouting. And like, it was a woman's voice, but I didn't recognize the voice. It wasn't my friend. It wasn't like my husband, it wasn't any of my animals because they weren't there, just screaming. And I'm like lying there and I can't move and I can't breathe. And I realize, I'm like, okay, you're having sleep paralysis. And I remember one of your guests, and I can't remember who he is, but I remember him explaining that like the idea of sleep paralysis is that your brain is awake, but your body isn't. And so I remember in this moment hearing someone screaming and banging on the walls and making all sorts of noise. And I remember thinking, okay, you have to alert your body that it needs to wake up. This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. Alert your body. So I'm like laying there and I'm doing the Beatrice Kiddo from Kill Bill. And I'm like, wiggle your big toe, wiggle your big toe. So that's not working. That's not helping. And so I'm still hearing the screaming. I'm hearing the feet running through the apartment, running around. And I'm sitting here thinking, I've got to wake up before this person runs into my room. So finally, I'm laying there and I'm going, wake up, Mary. Wake up, Mary. And I just start screaming in my own head, wake up, wake up, wake up. And eventually I snap out of it. I wake up. I'm lying in the exact position I was in my sleep paralysis nightmare situation. And I lie there for a minute and I catch my breath and I kind of start to move and look around. I get up, I go to the bathroom, I check every room. Nobody's in the apartment. And I eventually was like, okay, that's what that was. So now I know that all I have to do is bully myself into waking up and I will break the sleep paralysis. So anyway, I just wanted to share that story with you guys because anytime something spookily dookily happens, I immediately think of my bestie girls who don't know that they're my bestie girls, you two, and I feel like you have to know. So anyway, you guys have a good day, make really good life choices, and, like if the sleep paralysis demon goes to grip you, just scream in your own face. Okay, I love you, bye-bye.
I mean,
whoa.
Good advice. Make good choices.
Yes, make good choices and scream at sleep paralysis. How wild. Sleep paralysis is so weird.
It's such a weird phenomenon that so many people experience in very similar ways.
Yes. That's so, and the running around and it being a woman screaming, I was like, or is it like, did you slip into like something that happened in the past in this house or whatever?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess another, not timeline necessarily, but maybe like.
Well, yeah, like a version of like, residual haunting or whatever. Or did you like astral project and kind of like get a little stuck outside your body and you're like, I gotta get back in.
Running around.
I don't have the answers, but I'll say
you were
things.
also training for a marathon. So maybe it was you running around because you do. I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Oh, wow.
All of the marathons I've seen. What?
They were training still in their sleep.
They were still training.
So wait, all the marathons that you've seen.
You just see people running and screaming the whole time. For hours on end.
Now, you're talking about when you do horror marathons, right?
Yeah, getting chased by zombies or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Just getting chased by some zombies. That's a pretty spooky one, though, right?
That's freaky.
Freaky, dicky.
Freaky. God, and to just be like, you're sleeping, wake up, and it not working is just slowly but surely, but...
Was it Brandon Scott Jones who talked about licking your lips to like
maybe
like to that would help him get back into his body?
Yes, I think so.
Because he wouldn't be able to move, but he would lick his lips to like
memory. Nice remembering that.
Thanks, I try.
Hey, that's good.
All right. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that
you woke up.
I know. I mean, the alternative is pretty bad, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
All right. I'm gonna read one right now.
Yes,
That's
do it.
Cool.
Of course, it's cool.
This one is called "Ghosted in Seattle," which is like that movie Sleepless.
I like
Remember
that.
Sleepless in Seattle? Cats, what are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here, cats. Okay. Hello, ladies. My name is Shannon, and I feel like I finally have something to share.
Yes.
I'm from Bremerton, Washington.
That really got you, dude.
Yeah. It was too many R's in a row.
Yeah.
Which is about an hour away from Seattle, where this story takes place. My husband and I took a weekend trip to relax after the holidays and found a hotel with a jacuzzi. We decided that we should get some THC bath bombs and relax the proper way after meeting some friends.
Fun.
Oh, cool.
Fun.
We have some friends who live in Seattle, so we got to hang out with them on Saturday, and we somehow got on the topic of ghosts. I told them one of my strange stories where a ghost took my picture, and this has a ghost and a camera emoji that has a flash going off.
Whoa.
This is one of my, this is not the same story, but I've heard, was it on Criminal or some other thing where like, this man, like this person waking up to like so many pictures of themselves on their digital camera, of themselves and their partner.
I feel I've heard this.
Oh, yeah. I think it was Criminal. Yeah. But it's like, it was at a hotel and like, anyway, it doesn't matter. But it's terrified me since. Okay. So went to show my husband a picture on my phone one morning to only find a blurry picture of me sleeping. The photo details said no flash was used, but it was pitch black in there, and this photo is fully lit. Will attach even though I look horrendous. I did text it to you, Betsy.
I'm looking at it.
Whoa. And it's like from an upside down angle.
Yeah.
I don't think you look horrendous because I can't tell what you look like.
Yeah, no, you look great. You look like you're snoozing.
You look incredible.
You look awesome.
Anyway,
don't change a thing.
Yeah. Arms up. Keep the blur.
Keep the blur. What?
Anyway, the story I'm speaking of happened the next day when my husband and I were leaving the hotel. I had everything with me and the keys in my hand. However, when we got down to the car, I couldn't find my keys. We tore apart the luggage, everything. I patted my husband down and didn't find them, pat myself down, and I only felt my vape pen. I was wearing skinny jeans and I'm quite fat, so I would have felt the chunky keys in my pocket. That's funny. I went to the front desk and asked for another room key to recheck the room. Nothing. Went again to retrace my steps. Nothing. As I wait for the front desk to ask if there are any turned in, I put my hands in my front pockets because I'm awkward and don't know what to do with my hands. And I only felt my vape pen, so I pushed it down so they wouldn't see it. At the front desk, I asked the front desk if anyone turned in keys. Nothing. My husband went up to look himself. Nothing. I ended up calling a locksmith to get a new key made because I don't have a spare. My husband was obviously getting annoyed with me if he wasn't already. Laugh on the side, cry face emoji.
Yeah, funny. Yeah.
I said it all those adjectives out of order. But the locksmith gets there and he starts doing his thing, thankfully in a covered garage, but it's still cold. About an hour into this whole debacle, I sing a song in my head while I rhythmically pat my weekend bag saying, "This was fun for a minute, but it's not anymore. It's cold and we want to go home. I know they will show up when we get home, but please stop picking on me." That's how I think it went.
That's good, Marcy.
And then decide it's time to vape it up and take a puff because I'm antsy and annoyed. As soon as I put my hand in my front pockets, I feel my fucking keys.
No.
I say it out loud. Are you fucking kidding me? My husband thought I was talking about the locksmith and he told me to relax. He's literally helping us and it takes
Just
time.
This old man, like, let me do the key.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm hurrying.
I love keys and locks. Please.
I told him that I'm just annoyed, and then I take a minute and decide to tell him my findings. I said, I was going to take this to my grave, but I'm going to be honest as I pull out my keys. The look in his eyes was enough to kill me. I asked the guy if it was too late, and he said, yes.
Funny, bitch.
As he was giving me the key, I whispered to him, he's so mad at me. The locksmith laughed and said, it will pass.
Oh, what a cute. This is so cute.
I love
it. Will pass.
I don't know if we stirred something up from talking about spooky things or if my late friend Jess was pranking me or if I'm just a dingus who wasted our time. But $350 later, I have a spare key and another possible ghost story to share. I swear to God, they weren't there earlier, ladies. Cry face and then cry a laughy on the side. Happy New Year, Shannon / she, her.
Shannon.
And then a little P.S. Oh my God, I totally spaced and forgot to mention that my husband blamed the bath bomb on my absent-mindedness. Then cover eye emoji, laugh face. Could be, but look.
I don't, like...
Here's the thing.
Sorry, keep going, because I think we're on the same path.
Well, I think similar path, but if you patted your husband down and you didn't feel a key, it is up to him to pat you down as well.
Yes.
And if he didn't, and you did have the key on you, then that's his fault, and you can play this.
Fault. It's his fault.
Play this part for him and tell him it is his fault. Or a ghost. It's either his fault or a ghost, and he can decide which fate he's happier with.
What do you want to do?
What do you want? Do you want to be a bad husband, or do you want it to have been a ghost?
Right. And what's going on also is like with the skinny jeans of it all, and being like my vape was kind of like standing out,
and you were already putting your hand up, and
it's like there's no way. What the fuck? Like, you would have felt the keys at some point going back and forth with the vape and the key, like, putting your hands in the pockets.
I assume it's not just one singular little key that's like a house key, right? Like, I'm assuming it's like a whole key fob situation.
Right, which those are big.
Yeah.
They're thick.
Now, I do remember one time when I was in high score, maybe early college, that a friend and I were out drinking, and I'll be honest, she was going to drive, but she couldn't find her keys, so we had to call a tow driver and tow the car, or something like that. Or we like
funny.
And then the next morning, she did find the keys in her pocket, but we like went frantic looking for them, and then we said, "Oh, I guess we were being saved."
Yeah, I mean, that's a big, like,
teens.
Thank goodness.
Teens, don't drink and drive, teens.
Was she wearing, like, Jinkos? So she had to reach way down into that pocket?
She was specifically wearing her quote-unquote fancy pants. They were black slacks, and they had fringe at the bottom.
Yeah, they did. I've seen those pants.
Her fancy pants.
That is so funny. That was a big old universe helping.
Oh, for sure. And it also was like the tiniest, because it was those like business pants, but like they
with
had
barely
like,
pockets.
Not even like how low-rise jeans had barely pocket. This one had like one that had like a 2-inch opening at the top and was like a very tiny. I don't even know what that would be a pocket for. Just to lose a single key, possibly.
Yep. I remember those kinds of pockets.
Yeah. But I'm saying that, Shannon, one, I think you're very funny. And two, I think someone was sneaking your keys around.
I think so. It's too weird.
Too weird.
Too weird.
Weird.
Too weird. Okay, Marcy, are you ready for this one?
I'm always ready, honey.
I met Robert the doll and a ghost cat.
Oh, because if you're in the same area, I don't know, but Key West, a lot of cats and that nasty doll.
Yeah, nice, Marcy. Hello, ladies. You've played 2 of my stories so far, a haunted Airbnb in Wisconsin and another where it was the 4th of July and there were too many fireworks in the background. I went to Key West a few years ago and wanted to send you my ghost tour story. You probably know that Key West is very haunted. This is the main reason I had always wanted to visit. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I did not ask my husband. I just booked us a ghost tour without weighing in, and luckily he was cool with it, even though he is 100% not a believer.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Or a non-believer. I know. I bet he has so many weird, spooky stories.
Mm-hmm.
I had heard about Sloane's Ghost Fort Adventures on another podcast and decided to go for it. Fort Martello is a Civil War fort and is now a museum with a gift shop. Aside from the hauntings, one thing that really freaked me out is that you can buy your own stuffed animals. Oh, your own stuffed animal-sized Robert the doll to take home.
Oh, nope. No.
You guys, you can't make that. You can't sell that.
Look, there's no like you can't work around the curse.
No.
Like Robert very clearly has boundaries.
Yes.
The curse of Robert the doll. Anyway, I'll keep going. Sorry.
Okay. The tour guide and host is David Sloan, and he asked the group before we began if anyone was wearing a cross or had a tattoo of a cross, because there are apparently lots of spirits there who get pretty salty in the presence of those, and people have been scratched, burned, and slapped if they have one on them. For some reason, slapped by a ghost is like, how? What?
I thought being burned by a ghost was pretty fucked up personally.
Burned is pretty crazy, but slapped is pretty funny.
I mean, slapping I understand, but burning, I could slap you in real life, not a big deal. If I burned you in real life, that's so fucked up.
It would be a big deal. If you slapped me in real life, Marcy,
sure.
It would be a big deal. I'd be like, what?
But do you think it would be a bigger deal if Marcy slapped your arm or if I burned your arm?
Fair enough. Burn. I will have more to add on that later because someone in our group got burned toward the end.
Oh my God.
That's nuts.
They shouldn't do that. Don't
The
burn
entire
me.
tour was about 90 minutes, so I won't go through everything, but I will talk about the main super spooky things. Our first stop was this entry room. I have no clue what it was used for originally. That was long and rectangular with a corridor to the left that led off into the parts of the fort. On this tour, I was wearing shorts and we hung around the back end of the group. During a part of David's presentation in this room, I started feeling brushing on the back of my calves and felt compelled to keep looking at the floor in the corner of the room behind me. What? At first, I thought it was my husband tickling me, which would have been really weird considering our circumstances, but I kept feeling it. And it felt almost like feathers or hair, lightly sweeping across my skin. I'm just imagining like the ring girl just like
Yes.
nastily just like swiping her gross,
swinging her, being like feeling
her gross
herself.
hair. Yeah, ew. I am very introverted and I was like, okay, do I ask if this is normal? LOL. So I piped up and told David what I was feeling, and I shit you not, he said the fort has a ghost cat named Fred that comes out sometimes during tours.
Oh.
Fred.
Cute.
While we were standing there for the next 10 minutes or so, I kept feeling it off and on, and it really did feel like when a cat rubs its body across your legs, but just very light and feather-like. There was no weight to it, just the sensation of what must have been fur. In my head, I said, Fred, I love you. Oh, that's cute, Fred. We eventually moved on to the freakiest fucking hallway known to man. We went through the corridor and then stood in front of a black, damp, terrible feeling hallway that David had rigged with a baby monitor.
David.
The parent monitor was showing orbs flying around like crazy, and Dave said the child monitor had been moved from where he originally put it.
No.
I was like, great. David was trying to coax spirits that spend time in this hallway out with triggers because these spirits are apparently mostly former soldiers that died of injury or disease. So David asked these two ladies if they wanted to be bait in the hallway.
No.
They said yes very fearfully, but then they looked like they wanted to puke and die when he said they had to hold a fake gun and handcuffs and say things in there like, who wants my gun, in order to get some activity. David!
What's wrong with you?
Don't you do this to people, David!
Investigate him.
They went in and like 10 seconds later ran back, and one of them got slapped on the leg and then heard footsteps behind her. David!
I don't like David.
David, we gotta do this tour.
Oh my God.
And just
Key
constantly be like, David!
Betsy, have you been to Key West?
No, I've never been. I really want to go.
It is like a cleaner version of New Orleans.
Whoa.
Sorry, Nola. Sorry, Nola, you dirty.
Nola, sorry, buddies.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, we got to go. He then wanted another volunteer and chose me. I told myself whatever happened, I probably wouldn't die in there, so I said yes. Plus, I honestly figured he would let me take a buddy, but when I asked him, he said, no, just you. WTH. I'm holding the gun and the handcuffs, peering into a black hallway that gives me a dreadful feeling. There's an iPad above the entrance showing infrared activity, and as I walk in, I hear David say, everyone watch the iPad and see if that shadow figure keeps following her. Are you kidding me? I stopped, turned around and said, shadow figure? He's like, yeah, keep going, you're good. This is so
David.
funny. David!
Also, sorry I gave you the long email, Betsy.
Oh, no. Hey, I'm having fun.
This is so fun, yes.
So I stood there and said out loud, no one gets to follow me in here unless you come from the light. I walked about halfway down this hallway and stopped again. I felt the cat on the back of my legs, and I felt relieved. Fred was hanging with me, but I felt this dreadful feeling still and had like the entire other half of the hallway to go. I walked several more paces, stopped, and felt the cat again on my legs, but I just felt this terribly dreadful feeling.
No.
Saying that I felt scared isn't even the right word. It was full dread. So I was like, screw it, and went back, and in my head, I thanked Fred. David said, "It's good you came back," while looking at the iPad. I didn't ask what he saw in there with me. Oh my, David.
Fuck
David's having fun. David's having fun. Ooh, good call that you came back. David, come on. Eventually, we went outside of the fort and were standing in front of a building that served as a hospital for yellow fever patients. David said this is the building he prefers to not spend the most time in. David, while we were standing there, a woman on the tour said she felt burning on her leg, and the mark on her thigh was in the shape of a small cross, about the length of a thumb. What? David asked if she was wearing a cross or had a tattoo of one. She had a crucifix tattoo on her right arm.
Whoa.
She was the only one this happened to on the tour. Marcy, we gotta go do this tour.
I know.
We gotta get a bunch of crazy cross cat tattoos, wear a bunch of crosses, and go on this tour.
Wait, I'm having an image of a bad guy in a movie that does have a bunch of crosses all over them.
I feel I know who you're talking. Like, yeah, yeah. For most of the tour, we were allowed to take pictures, but not video. However, while we were outside, David said we could take videos if we wanted, but only photos when we re-entered the fort. So I decided to take a video of walking by the hospital after we went through it. I wasn't aiming at anything in particular, just held it to the side and recorded. Ladies, I caught the ghost cat in this video.
Whoa.
He was in a lower window, and you can see it if you slow it down to about the 23rd second mark and go frame by frame. You can see the outline of a cat's body, and I think I could see eyes for a split second. I attached the video, pause it at 23 seconds, and look in the lower window. Fred the ghost cat looks like he looks in my direction, then jumps off or disappears or something, and he's gone from this story from now on. Thanks for the company, Fred.
Do you want to see it?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to load this video.
I'll put this on Instagram, guys. So, okay, we're coming up to, we got 19, 20. You see it? All right, wait, here. I don't see it. Let's back up. Let's see.
Let's see. We got to get the hardcore.
Where's it supposed to be, Betsy? Do you remember?
Let me read again. Let me look. Okay. If you slow it down to about the 23rd second mark and go frame by frame, you can see the outline of a cat's body, and I think I could see eyes for a split second. I attached the video, pause it at 23 seconds, and look in the lower window. Fred the ghost cat looks like he's looking my direction. Lower window.
Okay,
wait,
it was
go back.
very hard. Okay, so I can't pause it for you, Betsy.
Okay.
So look in the lower. So I'm going to give you. So put your eyes on that
farthest lower one. Let's look.
I think the one that's at the lowest point.
Okay.
See there? It's so hard. Well, we'll have to just. Like I said, I'm going to post it on Instagram so everyone look for it. I didn't see it, but we'll keep looking.
I'm going to get into it.
Yeah, we'll look after we're podcasting because
this
is not a visual medium, unfortunately.
But I'm excited to look.
Yeah.
Okay, Fred. Okay, so it's Robert the doll time.
Steve.
We all sat in chairs surrounding Robert and David. Wait, surrounding Robert, and David went into how when he was researching the book he wrote about Robert the doll, his whole life was turned upside down and went to shit the whole time. I won't go into detail, but he apparently had to go through a 6-hour cleansing ceremony to rid himself of a bunch of spirits. Robert lives in a glass case. David placed a device that detects if something passes by, kind of like an alarm that will get tripped, on top of the glass, and a spirit box on it, along with a ball that sometimes gets flicked off the case on tours. David picked up a Raggedy Ann doll that attracts Robert, or the spirit that lives in Robert, and guess what? Guess who gets to hold it? Me.
You're getting harassed.
David. I asked David why he keeps picking me, and his answer was, I do what the spirits tell me. David. I don't know if he was just being a smart ass or what, but I held the bait doll the whole time, along with my EMF device. So the rumor is that you have to ask Robert for permission to take his photograph. I've heard from numerous sensitive people that to ask an entity for permission is to give away your power to that entity, and David validated this. He said that as long as you treat Robert with respect, you will be fine, and there isn't a reason to think you will be cursed just for taking his picture, and you should not ask his permission because you are handing him the power. I would never take a picture of that doll.
I'm not doing this then.
I might even just like kind of walk past the door and be like, oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I see it.
I love the story. Don't need to be a part of it.
Yeah, I don't need to be a part of the story. The woman next to me read out loud a letter that someone wrote to Robert asking for him to lift the curse off their life. And while she was reading it, my EMF reader that I was holding with the Raggedy Ann went crazy. It was only active and going to red when I held it at the doll's head. Also, the alarm on the top of the case kept going off, which means something went past it. While this woman read the letter, a voice came through the spirit box when she was describing terrible events that happened to the letter writer. I swear to God it said, see, in a way that was like, see what happens when you piss me off kind of way. Other people on the tour read letters, and every damn time my EF device went off and the alarm went off. People on this tour were genuinely freaked out. After all of this, David said if we wanted, we could take pictures of Robert, but to just be respectful. I guess some guy in the past at this point in the tour, flicked him off and went back to California and died or something. Yeah, I opted to not take a picture just in case. Yes, yeah, no fucking way. I placed my Raggedy Ann on a table and we went into the night. This tour was crazy. If you ever go to Key West, which I highly recommend, then book yourself a tour with Sloan's Ghost Fort Adventures. It will not disappoint. I have other stories I'd like to tell you, which include hauntings in my childhood home and a recording of a ghost dancing in my kitchen using Ghost Tube, but I will have to save that for another date. What's Ghost Tube, Marcy? Love
Is
Jess.
It some sort of ghostly porn?
Oh, maybe. Okay, photo. Corner where I kept looking and felt the cat, and then the video is of the cat. Let's look at this photo. Oh,
it's like
spooky.
A spooky little painting anyway. That's scary enough. And the red light doesn't help, David. David
Sloan. We got to go on David's tour.
David, you're sick. You're sick.
And just called David a sick man. David, you're so
bastard.
sick. Don't you do this to people, David.
You're
sick
on
as
my
hell. Tour. Yeah, David, and you're sick. Wow.
This sounds like so fun. I'm gonna, like I said, I'll put the video up. I couldn't see it, but that doesn't mean that someone else won't see it.
Right. We need somebody with like hardcore equipment to really break it down for us.
Yes, we need someone who can like Minority Report drag and drop things around. Here's the thing about people taking pictures of Robert the doll. You can literally Google it. You don't actually have to do it yourself. You know?
You can look at him and be like, ooh, yep, that's gross. Glad this isn't on my phone.
You know, I know there's something wrong with me, but when I go on vacations, I never take any pictures. And I'm like, well, I could Google what it looks like.
Oh my God. I try to do it more, but not to where it's annoying. But like, I've had to remind myself of like, Betsy, take a picture. Like, you like this.
Remember this.
Remember it. Because it is fun to, like, I find myself looking back
Oh,
and
sure.
being like, what an incredible time. And then just being like, I need to take more. I need to take more with my friends in it.
See, that's the thing is like, we are not like we're not the kind of people that go out and take pictures with friends.
Yeah. But I need to start because it's fun.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be our whole night.
No.
But it's just like, Marcy, like, having a fun martini at Musso and Frank's. I'm taking a picture because I'm going to like looking at that.
We're going to like that memory to be like, and it's nice to have a time and date, like like a date in a place too.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how many stories do you need to hear about Robert the doll to know that like, yeah, it's real and it's creepy and we hate it.
And we don't like it.
We don't like it.
We don't like it.
Nope.
David loves it. Let David love it for us all. Let David take it for us.
David, take the wheel. Yeah.
Take the wheel.
Actually, David, don't. You don't get control.
Nope. David, nope.
Oh, wow. These were great. And yes, send us more of these stories.
Keep them coming. We love them so much.
Love them.
Go on weird ghost tours. Let us know what happens.
Yes, please.
Do all of that stuff.
Yeah, send it to us. All right, dudes.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.